So, the red door? Let's do the red door.
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
Hey, the doors are open.
We need to figure out who's gonna go through which door.
Well, what are our options this time?
Pay attention. I'm only saying this once.
I believe there's a skip function. Is there?
Just like the last.
What was the skip function? Hold on, because we can go through dialogue we've already seen. VLR skip function. Skip text. Only text you've seen. Okay, is there no such option? If you've already seen the dialogue you're reading, you just go to the menu bar on the bottom and press the stop button until it shows the skip icon instead. You exit that menu and you click on the screen as the one does to progress the dialogue. The game will skip until a new dialogue is found or there's a decision to make. Interesting. There we go. So, skip. That'll keep things going a little bit better, and I don't want to hear myself, please. I don't just want to go with... I don't, hold on, we're going back to the log. If I went with option B, then, okay, with option B, then Luna and I would go through the red door with Phi. As far as how I felt about that, yeah, I'm okay with it. Yeah, that's fine.
I don't have any problems with it.
There were no objections.
Then we're all set. Let's go, everybody.
Let's go.
10 seconds remain until chromatic doors
To a new
close.
future.
9, 8, 7.
We nodded quickly to one another and split up. Kay, Quark, and Alice headed for the green door, while Tim, Yoji, Dio, and Clover ran toward the blue one. My feet slapped against the hard metal of the warehouse floor, and Luna, Phi, and I ran to the red chromatic door and the next stage of the nonary game.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
Oh, we're still on the starting soon. No. Huh? Is this a dead end?
All 3 doors seem to be locked. Yeah, looks like it.
I wonder what this thing is.
It looks like the thing next to the number 9 door. It's got a lever. Try pulling it, Sigma.
Why should I?
It might be dangerous. Maybe it'll trigger an explosion. Or possibly it shocks you when you pull it. Who knows?
Right. Then I have no choice. Did you really think I'd say that, you heartless monster? There's nothing on either side, is there?
What's that supposed to mean?
Sorry for the confusion. I was talking about your breasts.
It's called dressing modestly. I'll have you know I'm a C-cup.
If you're a C-cup, I'm packing 12 inches. We continued in that vein for some time until... Sigma... Huh?
What? It sounded like you two might take a while, so I pulled the lever. Is that okay?
Sure.
Only the one on the left opened.
The others are still shut tight.
Well, we should get going anyway.
Yeah.
Yep. What is this place?
It looks like some kind of control room.
I can see a huge machine of some sort on the other side of this window. Maybe a generator?
Right, well, let's split up and look around.
We need cards with the moon on them for the next AP game, right?
Yeah. They're probably in this room somewhere.
Then let's get started.
Seek a way out. Alright, let's do this. There's a computer here. Test. A laptop. It's got something on the screen. It's the letter T. Huh. Did you see that thing plugged into the side of the laptop? Just press all the buttons. I don't think that'll help. Yeah, it looks like a memory stick. Got it. Huh. The screen changed. Do you think it's because you pulled that thing out? So I believe that corresponds with this. Yeah, it does. Okay. Oh, and if I remember correctly, if I remember correctly, I can just know from how the test earlier went, because we had 4 colors, namely green, magenta, blue, and yellow, letters saying the word test, and only the green letter was shown, the T. So if we follow only the green letters, we get 7213. Cool, 7213. We'll remember. Or check whenever. Books. Looks like there's a few different books here. We've got some sort of dense technical thing and a novel? Doesn't look like there are any clues here, though. $11,400 seconds. Cool. Let's examine. A red clock. It says 11,400 seconds on the face. Not sure why. Okay. A compass and a protractor. Nice. Another clock, 510 minutes. And here we've got, okay. Oh, we gotta calculate that. So we got 510 minutes and 11,400 seconds on both clocks. So we gotta think of what that is. So let's do this. So, memo. I can throw these away, yes. So, we take blue. We got 510 seconds. Divided by 60. Let's see. Wait, what am I saying? 510 minutes. Well, still divided by 60. We've got... $480, which equates to 8. And then there's 30 minutes left. Then Now, first, we need to divide this by 60. Should I? No. I'm gonna divide by 3,600. So then we get, let's see, three. I'm pretty sure 3. So let's imagine how much that is. That would be 9,000 plus 1,800. So that would be at 1,800, which means we have 800 seconds left. Oh, this can't be. We need it in minutes. So these are the amount of seconds. So we can divide it by 60, and then we get 80 divided by 6. Hold on. We got 10, and then there's 20. 12? Doesn't quite add up. No, 13. 13, and then there's some left. Let's try it, I guess. So we got 830, 313. 8. 830, 313. That's not a number we can get. So let's think of something. I think I made a mistake somewhere in my calculations. I can get 15. 15. No, I made a mistake. Hold on. That is correct. Am I just being stupid? I might just be stupid right now. This is definitely not correct, so let's just let's just remove this. I know the 3 should be correct because I know this is the amount of seconds in an hour. That is correct. I know that for certain. And I know it's got to be 3 because if I do it 4 times, it's going to go over it. So 600 times 3 is 1,800. So I see what mistake I made. It's such a stupid little mistake. 1,800. $600 seconds is what this should be. So the answer, I should just, it's here. So the answer is 10. So 8, 30, 3, 10. Done.
You did it! It unlocked! See if you can open it.
And in it, we get a rainbow tree root. Oh, cool. Wow, those are some intense colors. What is that thing?
I think it's a root system from a tree.
What? Come on, no tree has rainbow roots.
I don't think it looks like that naturally. They probably painted it.
It's pretty ugly.
I agree.
So what am I supposed to do with it? I'm sure it'd make a delightful souvenir, but I don't think I'd make it past customs.
Maybe you're supposed to put it somewhere?
Like?
Well, on that machine, perhaps.
The machine is here. This thing, but first I want to see if the code here is correct. 7213. 7. Let's see if we can make that. 7, 2, 1, 3. Yeah, it was correct. I was right. Excellent, unlocked.
Good work. Now open it up.
The disc-shaped part. What is this thing? It's pretty big.
Maybe you're supposed to wear it like a crown.
Why the hell would I need to do that?
Well, it could be part of a machine. If it is, you probably need to attach it to something.
Okay. What is this thing? It's huge.
I would guess it's used to analyze things. It looks like it's missing a part, though. Wait! Sigma, I think you've got the missing part right there.
Right? This? Oh, it looks like it would fit. Here we go. And now we grab the rainbow tree root. Yeah. A rainbow colored root. We put it on the machine. What do we do? What do we do now? Nothing, I guess. Nothing yet. There's a machine here that we don't know anything about yet. On off, on off, on off, on off, 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 on off, 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 on off, off, on off,
Huh? You didn't have to read the whole thing out loud. Look, there's a hole in the middle of it.
Oh yeah. There's a small hole in it that looks like it was made with a needle.
Were you thinking of about putting the compass needle in that hole?
Yeah.
The compass isn't spread though. I don't think you can draw a circle like that.
Oh. Oh, hold on. I understand. We need to grab the protractor. We hold it against it.
What are you doing with the projector?
I was thinking of measuring the angle.
The angle of what?
Oh, right. It's only for angles. It's not for measuring lines. I thought, let's...
Okay, then we'll just combine it immediately. Now we've got an expanded compass. Okay, cool.
This sheet has on and off written on it a bunch of... Oh, now we don't have it in our hands. Oh, we do. Never mind. Whatever. Let's see. Oh, wait. If we do it from the line, it's on, off. On, off, off, off. Ah, there we go.
It says off on the top and on the bottom.
Hey. Oh.
Sigma, what are you doing? Don't break it.
No, it wasn't me. It just fell off.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, it's off now, so no point crying over spilt levers. Maybe we can use it somewhere else?
Like where? It's a lever. Oh, here.
Look at the back and yellow lever. Black and yellow lever. It says power under it.
Do you think this tubing has electrical cables in it or something?
Maybe flipping these levers will let us change the amount of electrical current.
What would that accomplish?
I don't know. Well, I'm guessing the power level is the source.
Might as well give it a...
Wait. Don't get ahead of yourself. Look at the 320.
Oh.
The lever's missing. Without a replacement lever, I don't think we'll be able to do anything. Oh, it looks like you're already a step ahead.
Huh?
You've got a lever right there. Should fit perfectly. Why don't you see?
Okay, if I just put it here. Good. There we go. And now we have to solve some puzzle. So, let's see. So what should I do with this thing?
I found a manual on the floor over there. It says that this machine doesn't really use electricity in a conventional way.
Huh?
Those tubes use some kind of special liquid to transmit electricity. Actually, it's pretty complicated. The simple version is that you can adjust the voltage by adjusting the flow of the liquid. So let's just turn that rightmost lever all the way to the left. If you do that, then all the liquid coming from 240 will go to the left tube. Turn it all the way to the right and all goes to the right tube.
What if you put it in the middle?
Then it gets halved. Each pipe will end up with 120 instead of one getting 240.
So what's the deal with the question marks?
Those represent unknowns in the target values. One with the 3 question marks means it's supposed to be a 3-digit number, while the ones with only 2 mean those are 2-digit numbers. And of course, a single question mark means that the value is only a single digit.
What about the one that starts with 3?
Well, I would guess that means the hundredth digit has to be 3.
So, question mark 4 question mark means the tens digit has to be 4. And question mark 5 means the ones digit has to be 5, right?
Yes, I think so.
So let me see if I got this. We need to adjust the lever so that the liquid gives us the right numbers on the bottom.
That's correct. Once you've got all the levers set, then I think you pull down on the power level like this.
Makes sense.
I think that about covers it. Oh wait, one more thing. The liquid will only flow from top to bottom. The manual was very specific about that.
Okay, let's do this thing. Okay, let's figure this out. So, first of all, it needs 2 digits here, so it needs to be halved twice, because the only thing we can get here is 60. Doing anything else, like pulling this one to the left, will get it nothing. So this has to be halved, and this has to be halved too, which means that this part is already getting 180. 180 plus the half of 320 is 160, gets us something with a 4. 180, 160, 2, 3, 340. So this should be halved perfectly. This is good. Then this will get 0 if I do this, and that means that this one will get 160 from this one. So the 0 is good. Now let's see what else. Then we need something with a 5. So that means okay. What if I do this? It will send 240 here. Then this will be halved. And 105. Then 105, like this, goes here directly. And there's 105 going down here. Yeah, this should work. Heck yeah! Yeah, I'm a champion!
Look!
Nice!
It turned the power on. Look.
Hold on. Sorry. Oh, it looks like we have 0 viewers. That's too bad. According to the viewer count, at least.
It's moving. Looks like it's finally ready.
But ready for what? Yeah, we've got no one watching. That's too bad. Hold on, let me do this. But ready for what?
Well... ready for you to use this, I'm guessing.
The screen?
Yeah.
I think. Let's do it.
I think I've got it. This machine is a CT scanner.
You mean like from a hospital?
Yes. One of those things that...
One of those things that can take pictures of cross-section of your brain and organs and stuff?
Yes. It can image things other than the human body, too. Like this root, for instance. So what we're seeing on the left is a slice of that root. I think so.
What are we supposed to do then?
I think trial and error is going to be the best way to figure this one out. Just start messing with it, and we'll see what happens.
Alright. Bang up and down. It's trial and error, bitch. Together they make 100. $620. Three fits in 15. It's kind of like the reverse of what I'm doing right now. It fits in there 5 times. No. 100. What if I just make 25 out of these? So 25. No, that's not possible, is it? What if I just make them add up to 100? So, like, for example, I'm gonna make 20 out of this one. No, I'm gonna make 20 out of this one. And then I'm gonna make 30 out of this one, so we got 50. Then I'm gonna make 25 out of this one. And 25 out of this one too. Oh! Sweet! I'd forgotten that puzzle. Huh, looks like I got it.
You sure did. That's amazing.
Good work. Well, would you look at that?
The color changed. I wonder. Have a look, Sigma.
Star, moon, star.
Yes, in the AB room in the infirmary. It'll open the safe, right?
Yeah. Okay, cool. Sweet. We got out. Here.
A safe. It looks like the ones I saw in the AB room in the infirmary.
So if you put in a password, it should open. Looks like it works the same too. Nice, and we're out. Piece of cake! Okay, let's get our prizes. First, we've got
A map. It says floor B. The one we found in the crew quarters said floor A. So did the one in the infirmary. We came down here using an elevator, right?
So that would make A the top floor. Seems weird, don't you? Don't the numbers usually count up from the bottom floor?
Well, look at it this way. A for above, B for below.
Why does that seem ominous? Whatever. Moving on. Our next prize is... Let's see.
Keycards. They have a moon on them.
That means these are the moon cards the announcer was talking about.
Now we can play the next AB game. They gave us 2, just like with the sun cards. I'm a solo, so I'll take this one. That's fine with you guys, right?
Sure, go for it. We've got 2 other things left. I've seen one of them before, but this one...
Is it some kind of input device? It has a keyboard on it.
We needed the bomb key input device. This may be it. But why is it in the safe? Huh. Whatever.
And a cable connected to the top.
We can worry about that later. Might as well take it with us for now. Though. And finally,
The key. We can get out now. Yeah. This should unlock the exit. No more screwing around. Let's move.
okay, cool. I wonder what this room was anyway.
Oh? You didn't notice?
Notice what?
The thing on the other side of the glass that looks kind of like metal octopus.
Like a metal octopus.
I think that maybe it's an annihilation reactor.
Annihilation? You mean like that bomb?
Yes. The core of the annihilation bomb would work on the same principles. I think Phi knows a lot more than me about these things, though. Well, I wouldn't say that. I've just picked up a few tidbits of information here and there.
Tidbits, huh?
If it is what Luna thinks, it should be pretty simple. There's going to be a bunch of matter and antimatter in there, probably hydrogen and antihydrogen, bumping into one another. And they annihilate each other, one another. That's where you get the name, and release a bunch of energy. You can actually calculate how much energy by taking the mass effect and...
Gah! Stop! Too complicated! You're saying that octopus thing is a machine that runs off annihilation energy, right?
Well, machine is a weird way to put it. It's more like an engine. Like a steam engine that is an internal combustion engine. Just better. All of the electricity at this facility is generated by Mr. Octopus.
So that would make this room...
Yes. This is Mr. Octopus's control room.
I guess it doesn't really matter what the octopus is at this point. We're all done with this room. All we've got to do is insert the key. Okay, let's go.
Yes, let's. I agree.
3, 2, 1.
We did it!
An ambidex gate has been opened.
Dio!
45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
Huh? What's going on?
Maybe someone from another team opened one of them. They must have found a moon card.
Well, why the hell would they just go and open one of the doors on their own?
We should get back upstairs. Whoever jumped the gun is probably in the warehouse.
Right. Okay, let's go. We left out of the magenta door and into the warehouse. There stood Tenmyoji, Dio, and Clover. Hey! What the hell is this? Why'd you open one of the AB rooms before the rest got back?
Clover and I haven't done anything.
Dio didn't feel like waiting, I guess.
You got a problem?
Yes! Yes, I do have a problem! Can we skip through this?
Why?
I guess we can't.
I don't remember saying anything about waiting until everyone got back to open the AB rooms.
Are you kidding me? We didn't talk about it because we thought it was common sense!
Sigma's right. We were able to get back quickly, but the others could still be stuck somewhere. What if they can't get back in time?
No sooner were the words out of her mouth.
Oh, thank goodness. You're all here.
Did something happen?
Yes. It's Quark, you see.
What? What happened to Quark?
He collapsed. It happened so suddenly. We were just searching our room.
What?
Please, you must hurry to the infirmary. This condition could change at any moment. You should go.
Oh no.
Tenmyoji shoved Kay aside and leapt through the yellow door. The rest of us exchanged a few startled looks and ran off after him.
Quark.
Okay, going through this? You mean in the control room? All that had was a bunch of stuff for controlling the generator. I don't think anybody would put medicine there. Oh, he's looking for Excelivir.
What about you, Kay? Was there any medicine in your room?
I'm terribly sorry. There was nothing of the sort in the archives.
Aww.
Books and so on in abundance, but no medicine.
Oh god. Then he's going to... Oh god, no.
Look, just to be sure. Where did the three of you go?
Someplace called the Bee Garden. It was kind of like a park with trees and stuff.
But...
Yeah, no medicine. Maybe some medicinal plants?
Tenmyoji slumped to the ground. For a moment, there was silence. And this scary shit happens. Soperil hit him with that. Okay, everything is calmed down. Okay. Oh, there's Alice. Hi, Alice. Okay. What should I do? Where should we pick? We could, lounge. Okay, are we gonna pick? No one here, huh? Damn. Where did she go? No point in complaining. Just needed to look somewhere else. I turned and headed toward the exit. Oh, it's gonna do something else again for us. Okay. Right, I remember. Okay, let's look for Alice in... where? Where are we going? The archives. So this is the archives, huh? Kay, Quark, and Alice searched this room. Damn. Nothing here either. We need to find her quick or she's gonna do something bad. If she loses it like Quark did and nobody's around to stop her. Shit, I need to hurry. I decided to try the garden where Clover, Temioji, and Dio had gone after passing through their door. I believe the B stood for Biotope. The Biotope Garden. The first thing I noticed when I stepped inside was the smell. Plant life was everywhere, and the air was filled with the fresh scent of it growing, underlaid with the sweet, dry tones of dead leaves underfoot. While the air outside had been dry and harsh, in here it was warm and wet, like a forest after a spring rain. Just like Clover said. Plants and stuff everywhere. I walked slowly down the path, still slightly stunned. Most of the facility had been cold, dull metal, but this room was positively verdant. Man, hard to believe there's something like this here. The cool thing about this is that when I originally played it, I started more on the left and went to the right in the flowchart. And the bee garden only really is entered on the right side of the flowchart. So I saw this at the end after being used to all the cold, dull metal. And then suddenly this green garden was a shock to the system. It was really cool. Like, depending on where you start, different things hit harder than other things. Certain plot twists are heavier in other timelines than in others, if you do them in different orders. It's really cool. I love that. Anyways. What the hell is this even for? Strange as the garden was, Alice needed to be my priority. I reined my thoughts back in and continued down off the path and into the grass. I'd only gone a few steps when I stopped short. Alice!
Oh, there you are. Good. I'm glad you showed up.
Huh?
I just got here a minute ago. She was like this when I found her. When you showed up, I was getting ready to take her to the infirmary.
Then she's, alive?
Yeah. Her breathing and pulse seem normal. She doesn't appear to have any obvious external wounds.
So she's just unconscious.
Looks like it.
What about the scalpel?
Doesn't look like she has it. Figure she probably dropped it on the way here. Anyway, we need to get her to the infirmary.
That seems unlikely, actually. When we first saw her in the, crew quarters, when we faced her, she was holding it very, very tight. So I don't think she would just drop it. Anyways.
Give me a hand here.
Right.
Wait, hold on. There's something I need to tell you. Just stay calm.
What?
Look to the right.
My right or your right?
Your right.
What in the hell? This is a bomb!
Exactly. I'm pretty sure someone didn't move it here from the crew quarters. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's an entirely different bomb. Look at the number on the side.
It says 01. The one in the crew quarters said 03. Shit! And there's no question, huh?
I've got more good news. Just think about the numbers for a moment.
You're saying there's an O2 bomb out there somewhere?
I can't be sure, but it does seem pretty likely.
Damn it. That means we're talking about an explosion the size of 3 tons of TNT.
Yeah.
Who said it?
Clover, Tenmyoji, and Dio investigated the garden. There's also a chance someone else said it. Anyone could have come here after they left and before we showed up. Anyway, we need to move Alice. Help me out here.
Alice was lighter than I'd expected, and Phi and I managed to set off toward the infirmary at a brisk trot. Wait a second, wasn't she surprisingly heavy when we went from the crew quarters? I don't understand, and I'm very suspicious of I don't know what. I'm just suspicious in general.
All right, please pay attention, everyone.
Alice is a little boy. We went over that joke yesterday.
Whatever.
Let's see the log. Should just be sleeping like Quark. I don't care. I just want to stay with her. She shouldn't have to be all by herself. Whatever.
She can do what she wants.
Huh?
I see. Dio and Tenmyoji's opponent in the next AB game is Clover. If she doesn't vote, then she'll default to ally, which I don't think I need to mention would be pretty favorable for Dio. If she stays, he's got an easy round.
Whoa, what are you saying?
What are you saying? Isn't it fucking obvious?
You think I'm gonna choose betray?
Yeah, I do. Am I wrong?
Yes!
Yes! Very wrong!
Of course I'm gonna pick ally. For one, Tenmyoji's gonna be in there with me. I can't just ignore his opinion and make my own choice, right?
No, I won't be going. I can't leave Quark here when he's like this. I'll be staying, just like Clover.
Hey, come on now, what is this?
Knock it off, Dio. He's too smart to let you make a scapegoat out of him.
What the hell? Why are you so suspicious of me?
Yes?
What if Dio stays behind too? If Clover, Tenmyoji, and Dio all don't vote, then everyone allies, right?
Oh, you don't know?
Know what?
This. You didn't find a note like this one?
Oh, right.
Huh?
Yeah.
Wait, what's this?
This time Kay found it, and not us.
We found it in the archives.
Well, there sure as hell wasn't anything like that in the garden.
We didn't find one in the control room either.
Interesting. Apparently, only the archive had one.
What does it say?
Why don't you read it for us, Sigma?
Well, we've already read it. We know the extra rules. Oh, it's not gonna let us do this. Okay, cool. Here are some more AB game rules for you. Not voting is not an option. If both parties refuse to vote, then every bunny gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color group of 3 has to vote.
You see? At least one member of each trio must vote. Otherwise...
That means Kay has to vote. Quark and Alice certainly aren't in any condition to.
They sure aren't.
If he doesn't, all 3 of them are screwed.
Wait a second. Kay's got 6 BP right now. His opponent is gonna have to default to ally. That means if Kay chooses betray, he's gonna have 9 points.
You needn't worry. I have every intention of choosing ally.
Oh, give me a break. You expect us to just swallow your bullshit?
Oh dear.
I like his response. Oh dear, he's throwing a tantrum.
Dio, please, think for a moment. You do realize that Alice currently only has 1 BP, don't you? If I were to betray her, what would happen?
Anyone whose BP drops to 0 gets penalized, just like when you break the rules.
I am not so desperate to escape that I would be willing to kill. Therefore, I will definitely choose Ally. Indeed, I really have no choice. Unless, of course, I wish to become a murderer.
5 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Dio. I know you're not going to remember this because we're going to be stepping in different timelines, but could you please not be an idiot and do that? I mean, I understand you're doing it on purpose, but stop.
We don't have time to argue about this. There's only one solution. Clover, you're going to have to go vote for us.
Huh?
What does that mean?
What, did I use big words?
Huh?
It means this!
I'd never seen someone move that fast before, let alone someone as old as Tenmyoji. In the blink of an eye, he covered the few feet between himself and Dio, and slammed a closed fist into the other man's chest. Dio fell to his knees, wheezing for air. Yes! Tenmyoji waited a half-second to make sure he was down, and then turned to look at Clover.
He's not gonna stay down forever. Get out of here, Clover.
But...
You and Kay are in the same position now. I've only got 1 BP, just like Alice.
Interesting. So long as Tenmyoji doesn't vote, Clover's only choice is to choose Ally.
Admittedly, there is a chance she might kill me.
Are you saying you trust me with your life?
That's about the size of it. But what the hell are you standing around for? Get! You don't need to worry about Alice.
Hold on. Get! Okay.
I'll keep a good eye on her, I promise. Now get moving! You still don't trust me.
No, that's not it at all. I trust you, I just...
3 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
We don't have much more time!
We need to go.
Come on. Okay. Take care of Alice.
She'll be fine.
That seemed to finally satisfy her, and we were off. We ran as fast as we could, leaping through doors and tearing through rooms on our way back to the warehouse. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
You've all got a moon card, right?
Yes, we do.
Good. Then let's go! Four AB gates yawned open as we swiped our cards. The fifth one, the one Dio had opened, stayed empty. The sixth, which would have been Alice's, remained unopened. Kay and Clover quickly entered the second and third from the right, and Luna and I headed toward our own.
Hold on a minute.
What is it?
You're going to choose Ally, right?
Yeah, why do you ask?
Of course we are.
You promise?
Sure. I promise.
Cross your heart?
Cross my heart.
You're gonna be in a world of hurt if you double-cross me.
Don't sweat it. I'm a man of my word. Five frowned but said nothing, and disappeared into her own AB room, the second from the left. Luna and I nodded to one another and headed for the last one, the leftmost room. Okay, I don't believe anyone else is watching right now, so I can't really pull, so that's really too bad. Let me take a look. Yeah, there's no one to do the poll for, so I guess I'll make the decision.
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
What are you going to do?
Well, I don't have a choice, do I? I promised. I said I'd choose Ally.
Yes, but Phi has 6 BP. If she betrays us...
Yeah, she'll have 9 points, I know.
Right.
What do you think we should do, Luna?
It's your decision, Sigma. I'll be in the same position either way.
What?
You have 6 BP too, don't you? That means if we betray Phi, and she chooses Ally...
Then I would have 9 points.
Yes. You see? In either case, I could end up with someone in my group reaching their goal.
20 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Oh, yikes.
That's it. We don't have any time left. You have to make a choice.
Are you sure this is okay with you?
Yes.
Alright. So I'm gonna make this choice based on how I voted my first time. I trust Phi, so I'm gonna pick Ally. I turn to face the machine.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
What am I going to choose?
9, 8, 7.
Ally or betray?
6, 5, 4.
This is impossible.
3, 2, 1. Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
Luna and I stepped out of our AP room a little later than the others. They were already gathered in front of the projection, awaiting the announcement of the results.
You chose Ally, right? Are you sure that was okay?
Yeah. What else was I gonna do? I promised. It'll be fine. I'm sure Phi chose Ally too.
Really?
Come on, what's with you? Do you not trust Phi?
No, that's not what I mean. It's just...
Let's just go have a look, shall we? Why are we even talking about this? You'll know what happened in just a few seconds.
You're right. Let's go.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Okay.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Hey! What the hell is this? Why'd you choose betray? I thought we promised!
We? I don't remember that.
What?
You promised me. You said you'd choose ally, but I don't recall promising you anything. I was free to choose whatever I wanted.
Hold on!
You should have seen this coming. I told you I'd make you pay. And now I am.
Huh? I had absolutely no idea what she was talking about.
You reap what you sow. This is your fault. You chose betray first.
First? Do you mean in round 1?
No. I mean the first round, too.
Have you lost it? Take a real good look at the results up there. This is round 2. My vote was ally, yours was betray. I didn't betray you. I never betrayed you.
Yes, you have. Remember? Oh, don't lie to me, Sigma.
What?
Drop the act. There's no way you don't know by now.
Know about what?
What's happening to you? The strange things you've been seeing.
Do you mean the premonitions? I wanted to say it, but as the word formed itself in my mouth, I felt a tingle along the back of my neck. Someone was looking at me. I turned around to see Luna, Clover, and Kay.
What are the two of you talking about?
It's nothing. Forget about it.
I'm afraid it's not that simple. You were the only person who chose to betray this round. Is there some connection to what you and Sigma were discussing?
Yes, there is a connection, but you wouldn't believe me.
You don't know that. We might believe a lot.
Fia looked away and scowled. For several long moments her eyes stared off into the distance, and I could also see her mind working. Finally, she sighed and spoke.
Right. Well, I've got 9 points now. So sorry, but I'm out of here.
Huh? What do you mean?
Do I really have to explain it? I'm leaving. Through the number 9 door.
Hey! Wait! I scrambled around in front of her and threw my arms out.
You're in my way. Move.
No! I'm not letting you go! What happened to you? I didn't think you were the kind of person who ditched the rest of us so you could get out. Get out. There's also a way to say that, I guess.
When someone betrays your trust, feels like a part of you dies. For me, I guess it was the part that cared. I don't think you have even the slightest idea what that feels like.
Betrays your... Wait, are you saying...
Whatever. Just get out of my way.
No, I'm not
I
moving!
see. Then you leave me no choice.
As she spoke, Phi bent down. Then shot up into the air and over my head. I spun around to see her standing next to the number 9 door, a hand on the lever. You...
Nice try.
She grinned and tightened her grip on the lever.
Plaudite, acta est fabula.
What the hell's that?
It's Latin. Applaud. The play has ended. That's what it means.
Latin?
See you later.
Wait! Stop! A bolt of searing light roared through my brain. When I came to, I was floating in a field of nothingness. Okay, then I guess that's it. We save and we go to the other timeline, maybe? Yeah.
One minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
What are you going to do?
Well, I don't have a choice, do I? I promised. I said I'd choose Ally.
Yes, but Phi has 6 BP. If she betrays us...
Yeah, she'll have 9 points, I know. I'll skip this. Betray. And we exit the room. Luna and I stepped out of our AB room a little later than the others. They were already gathered in front of the projection, awaiting the announcement of the results.
So, you chose betray.
Yeah.
Did you do it to protect yourself? Were you worried that Phi might choose betray?
That's a good question.
Huh?
I'm honestly not sure myself why I did it.
Well, we should go see the results. I want to see how Kay and Clover voted.
Right. Let's go then.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Right.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Well played, Sigma. I guess a promise means a lot to you.
I had nothing to say. She was right. I'd broken a promise.
Why did you do it? Nothing to say? I guess I misjudged you. I thought you were better than this. That was not a smart move, Sigma. I won't forget this. I'll make sure you pay, even if it's the last thing I do. Elapsum semel occasionum, non ipse potest Jupiter reprehendere.
That's not quite how you pronounce it, but sure. I mean, the pronunciation isn't quite set because it's a dead language, but you don't pronounce an I like a J. But whatever. What's that?
A Latin proverb.
What does it mean?
Not even Jupiter can find a lost opportunity. Jupiter is a Roman god.
He is.
Actually, he's kind of the Roman god.
Yeah.
He's in charge of all the others. Not even Jupiter, the ruler of the gods, can take back what's been done. You did something bad. You're not gonna get a chance to take it back.
I turned away from Phi. I couldn't stand to look at her anymore. In front of me were Kay and Clover. Their eyes bored into me with cold disapproval, and I looked away. They both chose an ally as promised. The only person who betrayed anyone was me. The only person with 9 BP was me. Little wonder I wasn't very popular.
What do you intend to do?
You aren't thinking about trying to open the number 9 door, are you?
For a moment, I considered the unthinkable. Could I break through them? Could I break through them and reach the door? Once I was through, I'd be out of the game and free from their judgment. but no, I couldn't do that. How could I possibly justify leaving them all behind so I could escape on my own? Why had I chosen betray? In my memory, it seemed like an almost flippant choice, as if I'd just been curious to see what would happen. If betrayal was what I wanted, I should have made that choice with commitment. But there I was, and I couldn't turn back. Even if I didn't try to open the number 9 door, they would all be suspicious of anything I did. Trust is easy to break and hard to repair. Unless I could somehow turn back the clock, I was stuck with the consequences of my actions.
Elapsum semel occasionum, non ipse potest Jupiter reprehendere. Not even Jupiter can find a lost opportunity.
How could I do something that was beyond the reach of a god? Why hadn't I just chosen ally? What would be happening to me right now? What if? And Phi spoke and I blinked.
Sigma, we're just doing this to be safe. We can't let you run around with 9 BP. I'm afraid you're going to have to sleep for a little while. Okay?
Huh? I started to turn around, but I was already too late. I felt a heavy hand slam into the back of my neck. That's a car. And then it was game over. I think they actually accidentally killed me. Anyways, let's go back to this one. That was much nicer. How do we stop Phi? Luna and I stepped out of our AB room a little later than the others. They were already gathered in front of the projection, awaiting the announcement of the results.
You chose ally, right? Are you sure that was okay?
Yeah, of course. Phi did too.
You sound pretty sure of yourself.
Oh, it's not confidence. I already know.
What?
Let's just go have a look, shall we? We'll know pretty quick whether I knew anything or not.
Okay, let's go.
Slightly different.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Betray. No matter what we do, it will always end up like that.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
What the hell, Phi? Why'd you choose Betray? You chose Ally before!
I see. So you remember it too? The other round 2.
What? That wasn't even close to the response I'd expected. It felt anticlimactic. Hey, hold on a minute here. You know? You remember how I chose Betray last time in round 2?
Yeah, of course. Why do you think I chose Betray this time? Don't you remember what I said? That I'd make you pay?
Yeah, I do remember that. Then, this is you making me pay?
Yes.
Wait. No. That didn't make any sense. Something wasn't right. How could we both know about an earlier round 2? How could there have been an earlier round 2? Was it some sort of alternate history? What the hell was I thinking? It was conspiracy theory shit. Even if there was some sort of alternate timeline or universe or whatever, there was no way I could know what had happened in it. No way I could know. At least I didn't think there was any way I could know. But if I could, then how? I remembered Phi choosing Ally, then scowling at me when I broke my promise and swearing revenge.
That was not a smart move, Sigma. I won't forget this. I'll make sure you pay, even if it's the last thing I do.
Why did I know that? Perhaps more importantly, why did Phi remember it? What the hell did any of this mean? Suddenly, I realized that I wasn't alone. I looked up to see Luna, Clover, and Kay. They all began to speak at once.
What happened?
Why did you choose Betray, Phi?
Yeah. You're the only one who didn't vote Ally.
Phi looked away and scowled. For several long moments, her eyes stared off into the distance, and I could also see her mind working. Finally, she sighed and spoke.
Right. Well, I've got 9 points now. So sorry, but I'm out of here.
Huh? What do you mean?
Do I really have to explain it? I'm leaving. Through the number 9 door.
Hey! Wait! I scrambled around in front of her and threw my arms out.
You're in my way. Move.
No! I'm not letting you go! What happened to you? I didn't think you were the kind of person who ditched the rest of us so you could get away. It's going too slow. I'll make sure to speed it up next time. Like, I can't go to the options right now.
When someone betrays your trust, feels like a part of you dies. For me, I guess it was the part that cared. I don't think you have even the slightest idea what that feels like.
Betrays your... Wait. Are you saying...
Whatever. Just get out of my way.
No, I'm not moving!
I see. Then you leave me no choice.
As she spoke, Phi bent down. And shot up into the air and over my head. I spun around to see her standing next to the number 9 door. Her hand on the lever. You...
Nice try.
She grinned and tightened her grip on the lever.
Plaudite, acta est fabula.
What the hell's that?
It's Latin. Applaud. The play has ended. That's what it means.
Latin?
See you later.
Wait! Stop! I felt myself speaking before I even knew what the words were. Elapsum semel occasionem non ipse potest Jupiter reprehendere. Not even Jupiter can find a lost opportunity. Are you sure this is how you want it to end? What about the nonary game? Zero? The bombs? We still don't know the truth about any of it. If you leave now, we never will. Is that really what you want?
Fine.
Phi slowly let go of the lever. Phew. Look, I'm sorry about betraying you. I'm honestly not sure why I did it.
Forget about it. This time you chose ally and I chose betray. I think we're even.
What are you talking about?
When did you betray her?
Hold on, there's something on my mic pop filter. Oh. There we go. Sorry for that noise.
Are you talking about round 1?
No, we aren't talking about round 1. We're...
Just drop it. There's no point. I doubt they'd understand even if you did tell them.
Yeah. You're right.
Huh? I don't get it.
Well, at least it seems Phi has decided to remain.
You've really changed your mind?
Yeah, I'll stick around a little longer. Like he said, I can't leave until we figured out what's going on.
Thank God. The AB game will continue until someone opens the number 9 door. If someone reaches 9 BP and doesn't open the door, the game will keep going.
Oh man, that's a relief. Please don't scare us like that again.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round. Star keys are required to open the gates. There is no set limit on usage of the Star keys. The Ambidex gates can be opened as many times as the players wish to open them.
As many times as you want, huh? Then that means...
As long as you have the star keys, you can play the AB game as many times as you want.
You probably won't be allowed to play it continuously, however. There's a period of time between when the doors open and when the polling ends.
Based off the last 2 rounds, I think it's about 45 minutes long.
So you can repeat the game once every 45 minutes or so.
Oh, that's right.
What?
Didn't Zero Jr. say something about that?
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically. The pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too.
Oh yeah. What are your bracelets, guys? Looks like I'm a red solo.
I'm a magenta pair. Me too. That means we'll be a team this time. I think we'll do great. Yeah.
Who's gonna be my partner then? I'm a cyan pair.
They do not appear to be here. I, for instance, am a yellow pair.
Huh? Wait a second. Luna and Clover are a magenta pair. Phi's a cyan pair and Kay's a yellow pair. Who the hell am I supposed to partner up with?
The cyan pair, I imagine.
Phi and her mysterious partner.
How do you figure that?
Sigma, what colors are added together to create cyan?
Green and blue, right?
What color would you get by adding your red to that?
Red, green, and blue would be white.
Exactly.
So you're saying the next set of chromatic doors are going to be white?
Yes,
How do you know?
because I have seen them. After leaving the archives, we found a warehouse very similar to this one.
Yeah.
In it was a set of white doors. Well, to be precise, a set of doors which radiated white light.
Bleep, 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 bleep.
Yeah, I saw him too. After we were finished in the garden, we went to the same warehouse he's talking about.
Yup.
They had the same little lock thingies. I'm 100% sure they're the next chromatic doors. What about the people back in the infirmary? Do they know about the white doors?
Yes. If we exclude Quark from their number, then I believe they do.
I wonder what colors they are.
As far as pairs go, we're missing a cyan and a yellow.
If Sigma's a red solo, then we should have a green solo and a blue solo back in the infirmary.
Well, I'm going back to the infirmary. I'm kind of worried about Alice and Quark. I'll go too.
As will I.
Oh, that's right. Wait, guys. Wait, guys! There's something I need to tell you.
What is it?
Go on.
I meant to say something earlier, but I guess there was just so much I guess there was just so much other stuff going on. I looked at Phi. She nodded back. See, truth is...
What?
Oh no! You found another bomb?
Yeah,
Where?
in the garden.
No. That's not possible. We didn't see anything like that.
Could you have missed it?
No! No way! We checked every part of that room.
There was a number on this one too. It said 01. Since the one we found in the crew quarters said 3 on it, well...
You think there might be a third bomb out there somewhere?
I think there's a good chance.
Very well. We should split up and find this other bomb. It could be anywhere.
Yeah, I agree.
But even if we do find it, what are we supposed to do?
Sup, feline entity? Welcome to the stream. How you doing?
That is a concern for later. At the moment, our primary concern should be finding it.
You can't fight an enemy you can't see, after all.
Precisely.
Oh man, it's Zenyatta. Doing well. Nice.
Alright, I'll head back to the infirmary and let everybody else know.
Please.
How about we set a time to meet back here, just in case? The time we have left until the chromatic doors open is... let's see...
So are you familiar with this game? Quite a bit, actually.
1 hour and 57 minutes.
I think approximately half of that should be enough. When we have 1 hour remaining, we should meet back at the infirmary. Acceptable?
That sounds good to me. Right. I'll tell the others too.
Oh, and thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Good, let's go. You know the premise a bit, and you've been thinking about playing it yourself. Okay, we're going to get into some deep stuff, so you might want to skip this. But I definitely highly recommend it. It's really good. Then we check out the white doors. Warehouse B. So these are the white doors that Kay and Clover were talking about. Yeah, there's the lock thing. No question, these are the chromatic doors, I guess.
So it seems.
Ah! What? Oh, when did you...
I've been here the whole time.
Seriously? I didn't notice you at all.
Oh. I guess your hearing's starting to go. How sad.
So, what do you want? Why are you stalking me?
I'm not stalking you. I just followed you here.
That's pretty much the same thing. But how did you do it? You were totally silent. Are you Batman?
I already told you I'm not. Remember? Back in the AB room when we met?
Yeah, actually. You also jumped super high, all the way up to the ceiling.
Right. Aren't you curious about that graffiti?
Graffiti? She is good at dodging dodging questions. You actually play the I actually want to play Zero Time Dilemma and the Nonary games, not this one. Virtue's Last Reward is the second game in the Nonary games. The Nonary games consists of 999, 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors, and this one, Virtue's Last Reward. Those are put together in one game. They were originally separate games on different systems. Oh damn! Yeah. So this is the second game in the series, and well, it's gonna talk about some stuff, but you won't get spoilers of the first game at this point. So that's good. The true spoilers of the first game, like spoilers to the first game 999, will get near the end, and at the end of a few ends of the flow chart. A few endings may have spoilers to the first game. This is not one of them, at least. Memento Mori, if the nineth lion ate the sun. Nineth. Okay. Did the kid write that or what?
Why do you say that?
Well, they managed to spell ninth wrong. Plus, who puts an E in there?
You're right.
Then again, maybe it means something.
Do you know what it means? The Latin part.
Hey now, give me a little credit. Even I know what Memento Mori means. You see it all over the place. As far as I know, it translates to something like be aware of death or remember your mortality. Never forget that we all die someday. I guess it's a sort of cautionary thing?
What about the other part?
It's exactly what it says on the tin, right? Some sort of conditional about lions and suns. I do think this is the route where you get big spoilers about this game, though. About this game. This is the route where we're gonna get deep into, how should I put it? How this works. It's still just mostly interesting stuff, and it doesn't spoil the entire game. Not at all. But it explains the mechanic behind it. But okay, see you next time. Bye-bye. And hi, Applecast. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Welcome back. Anything come to mind?
No, nothing. Nothing at all. What about you?
Me? Well, let's see. Memento Mori if the ninth lion ate the sun. Memento Mori if the ninth lion ate the sun. I repeated the words over and over in my head, but nothing. Whatever they meant, it was beyond me. But perhaps Phi. Latin. Don't you know Latin? Maybe you can figure more of it out.
Well, I know a little. More than most people, I guess, but I'm not an expert.
Then how'd you know that phrase? Elapsum semel occasionem non ipse potest Jupiter reprehendere.
Oh, that. That's from, this.
You're doing alright, I guess. Just really busy with uni right now. There's a lot of stuff going on. I hope it's going alright. She unpinned the brooch from her chest as she spoke and held it out to me. I hesitated for a moment, then took it.
Look at the back.
I turned it over. Elapsum semel occasionem non ipse potest Jupiter reprehendere. So I guess the I is pronounced like a J in Latin, huh? No, it's not!
Yeah.
No! Otherwise it would be gypse. Occasionem. Bad.
A memento of my late mother. Well, I guess it's something like a memento.
What does that mean?
She died right after I was born. I was raised by foster parents, and they told me where the brooch had come from. Apparently, it was the only thing my mother had left behind.
What about your father?
Don't have one. I guess you could say I was a bastard. I never saw his face, and I don't know his name. I don't even know if he's alive.
Oh. I couldn't think of anything else to say. I just handed her back the brooch. It's alright just being 60 hours per week on uni, I guess. Woo! That's a lot. Sorry, I had to respond to something.
That phrase got to be almost like a prayer for me. Whenever I had to make a tough decision, I'd say it to myself. Sometimes I'd just repeat it over and over like a chant. Before long, I had it memorized. Got me interested in Latin, and I started studying the language.
Huh.
Volupsum, semel, occasionum.
Nope.
Non ipsi protest, Jupiter.
Nope.
Reprehendere. Not even Jupiter can find a lost opportunity. Sounds nice, doesn't it? But it seems kind of funny now. I mean, look at us. We've done what Jupiter can't. We can find our lost opportunities. That's why I followed you here. I thought it would be a good idea to talk to you about all this. Alone.
Yeah. I agree.
There's something else we need to do too, though.
Find the number 2 bomb.
Exactly. So we should get going. I'm pretty sure the bomb isn't in here. There's nowhere to hide it. So...
You were saying we should go look somewhere else?
yeah. Well, come on, don't just stand there. We need to get a move on.
Without waiting for a reply, she turned and stared toward one of the exits. I followed. And then we're gonna have some fun talking about how this game really works. Which is quite early on, actually. I only had this talk like near the end for me, so... in my playthrough. So, yeah, pretty rad. The archives. Good place to hide a bomb. Now, where the hell do we start looking?
I doubt it really matters. If it's here, we'll find it eventually.
So what about that Jupiter stuff?
We can talk while we look. Now get started.
I turned to a corner of the room and began to look while Phi spoke.
I'll start with a conclusion I've come to. Our consciousnesses seem to be able to jump through time. No, sorry. Through time isn't really accurate. It's more like we move through worlds.
Worlds?
Yes. I don't mean physical planets in this case. Talking about a whole different universe, really. Parallel worlds.
It's pretty weird seeing it was available so soon. Yeah, but if you play this route earlier, there's going to be other bits of information that are going to be more startling and interesting to you. Like, depending on what you choose first, another plot point is going to be a bigger plot twist. You only started this route as last, yeah. So you also, like, probably saw the bee garden, like, in, like, the later parts of the game. Which is also quite a shock to the system. Same as me. What?
Do you know about the many worlds interpretation?
Well, kind of. I think I've heard of it once or twice.
Oh, well... I'll just explain it. Let's say... I don't care what it is, but could you move? Scratch your head, cross your arms, put your hands on your hips. Anything?
I had no idea what this was supposed to explain, but I did what she asked. Scratch head, cross arms, put hands on hips, applaud, others, cheer, blow a kiss, tap dance, moonwalk. I'm gonna moonwalk. Slide, slide, slide.
Was that supposed to be moonwalking?
Yeah. I'm pretty good, huh?
Yeah, sure.
In other words, I did it completely wrong.
But you might want to try going backward next time, not forward.
We're even looking. I was going backward. Watch.
I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see that. Anyway, you just did the moonwalk, right?
You're right.
But you could have chosen to scratch your head or cross your arms. Now, maybe there are other Sigmas in other worlds who did all of those things. All of these worlds and realities are branching off from one another. The choices you could have made branched off from the moment you decided what you were going to do just now. Every moment you make a decision, another universe branches off, on and on into infinity. Each of those branches is an alternate world. A world where a version of you did something different. Haven't you ever thought about what life would have been like if you'd made different choices? What if you'd gone to this high school instead of that one? What if you hadn't started a study group?
How did she even know it was moonwalking? If we went forward, yeah.
What if you hadn't told that girl you liked her? What if? What if? But are those what ifs really just what ifs? Or are there other worlds out there where you did those things? Anyway, that's the many worlds interpretation in a nutshell. I've simplified it a lot. Doesn't have to be human actions, though. I just used your actions to make the explanation easier to grasp. The actions of a cat, the flight of a bee, the movement of a microorganism, even fluctuations in air temperature. All these can change history.
Whoa. Hold on a second here. I'll let microorganisms slide, but there's no way that air is conscious of anything.
Can you say for sure that you are?
What?
All of your actions are caused by the cells in your brain. If we go down a little further, then you could say all of your actions are the result of atoms or electrons, or smaller particles we haven't even discovered yet. Are those atoms and electrons still you making a decision? At that level, how different are you from the air?
This twist didn't really surprise me anymore at the end. This might actually be not too bad in the middle. Yeah, it wasn't surprising, but I did like it still. It was more of a fun explanation of how it goes, rather than a plot twist at this point. Like, at the point at which I was. So, for me, this was near the end. And it made me think, and I liked that. It was fun. And that's basically all there was to it for me. I mean, it's not really a plot twist after what happened between Phi and me, like with the voting, ally and betray, and us betraying her, and then she betraying us.
I'd say not much. Human existence is just one part of reality. Falling in love is like a tulip blossoming. A tulip blossoming is like a tornado forming in South America. See what I'm saying? The only thing that really matters is the action of the most elementary particles of matter. That's where history happens. That's where universes branch out. Hey, you stopped. Are you done with that shelf?
Oh, no, not yet.
Well, keep looking while I talk. How familiar are you with quantum physics? Never mind, don't answer that. I'll try and keep it simple for you.
I like how this girl just, like, knows about that. I don't know how old she is. Like, I thought she was, like, supposed to be, like, a teenager. And she knows about all this. I like most dialogue with Phi, though. It's really interesting what she talks about. Yeah. She's mysterious. Like, she's Like, there's a lot of mystery behind her, which makes her interesting at the beginning. And now she has very interesting and meaningful conversations.
Let's see.
I still don't understand her as a person, though. You don't really get to see much of her in this game.
Hey,
Like, we see her actions as a stranger, basically. Like, I don't know who she is at all. She's just that teenager with white hair and a flower on her head, and I guess that can also jump through, like, alternate timelines. But other than that, we don't know much. I mean, we know that, like, she just told us that her mother died and she didn't know her dad. Maybe we'll get to know about something like that later. Whatever.
hand me that box, will you?
Sure. I handed the box I'd been examining over to her. She set it down on the desk and opened the top.
Also... Ah, there's a stuffed lion over there. Perfect. He's part of Felidae, too.
With that, she grabbed the lion and tossed it unceremoniously into the box. A physics student or something? Most stuff you could talk about as well. The random deep philosophies, though, make her a bit too much of a know-it-all. Yeah. Like, how does she know about all those things? She also took a weight and an ink jar and put them in next to the lion.
All right. Everything's ready.
Ready?
Remember that book in the crew quarters about Schrodinger's cat?
Yes.
It relates to all this stuff I've been talking about. Anyway, come look at the box.
What about looking for the...
This'll only take a minute. Now look.
I shrugged and peered into the box.
What do you see?
Well, there's a stuffed lion.
From now on, that's a cat.
A cat.
A living cat.
A living cat.
This is important.
Important.
Got it?
Yes. Yeah, it's a cat, meow.
Oh, man. This again?
Sorry. I can't help it.
I find that hard to believe. Ugh. Fine. Maybe I can just ignore it.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry.
All right. What else do you see?
A weight that's not even a pond, and a jar of ink.
Right. Now the weight is going to be radioactive material.
Okay.
And the jar of ink is full of poisonous gas.
Gotcha. What? I'm getting out of here.
Idiot. It's not really full of gas. This is just hypothetical. Imagine that it's full of gas.
Imagine.
So, what's the weight?
Radioactive material.
And the jar of ink.
Poison.
Exactly. Good work. Now, there's one other
Cat.
thing you need to know about
Radioactive
the jar.
material. Poison gas.
If it's struck by any of the alpha particles the radioactive material emits, it'll break.
Mm-hmm.
These particles are emitted randomly, but there's a 50% chance that one of them will come into contact with the jar over the course of an hour.
Alpha particles were just basically electrons, right? And like, beta particles were protons, and gamma particles were just waves. If I remember correctly. I dropped physics after my third years, but I did get this. This was radioactivity was one of the subjects, one of the chapters during my third year in physics. I liked it. It was cool. It was one of the chapters that I could follow really well because I was more of a chemistry guy, and this was getting closer to chemistry in the physics subject. I wonder what made the developers think that making the main character have cat puns randomly. I don't know. Just a random thing like, hey, you know what? Let's do that. Because why not? Anyways, yeah.
So let's close the lid. And pretend an hour has passed. Here's the question. Is the cat inside of the box alive or dead? You can't open the box to check. And you can't hit the box. Obviously, you can't shake it either. It's also been soundproofed, so the cat could be howling up a storm in there and you'd never know. Basically, you have no idea what's going on inside the box. Do you remember what happens if the alpha particles hit the jar?
It breaks, gas fills the box, and the cat inhales it, and the death will whisk her away.
And what if the jar doesn't break?
The cat lives to tell the tale.
Haha. And what are the chances of either of those things happening?
About 50%.
Uh-huh. So, what's your answer? Is the cat alive or dead?
Alpha is helium nucleus. Beta is electron or anti-electron, depending on plus or minus. Gamma is a photon. Gotcha. And a photon is like, I know that's waves. Are you sure? Alpha particle is helium nucleus. Okay, gotcha. And beta was the electron. So I got those flipped. But helium nucleus. Just gonna. Is a non-radioactive isotope of the element helium. It is by far the most abundant of the two naturally occurring isotopes of helium, making up 99% of the helium on Earth. Its nucleus is identical to an alpha particle and consists of 2 protons and 2 neurons. Gotcha. Interesting. So it's like an atom that doesn't have electrons, basically. Cool. We learning. I can't possibly know.
Then guess. It's not hard. Alive or dead?
It's dead. The world's a harsh place for a cat. I have a feeling the poor kitty's dead.
Nope. You're wrong.
It's alive?
That's wrong too.
Then what's the right answer?
The answer is that it's in a state where it is neither dead nor alive.
What? How does that make any sense?
It's an extrapolation of something we see at the atomic level. We don't know if an atom is spinning upward or downward until we measure it. Before it's measured, those two possibilities coexist. But as soon as the measurement is taken, obviously, only one possibility is the truth. That's what's happening with the alpha particles. Since we can't know when they were emitted or where, we only know the probability that they'll impact the jar. Because we can't observe anything that's happening in the box, that becomes the entire system. In other words, the box is like the atom. We don't know how the cat's life or death situation has resolved itself until we look at it. Until we do, it's just a bunch of possibilities. Do you get it? If the cat in the box is possibilities,
then it's both alive and dead.
Right. So, let's open the lid. And when we do, all the possibilities will collapse into a single truth. Meow. What a relief, huh? Looks like the cat's alive. Anyway, that's Schrodinger's cat.
Photons area a bit weird in that sense. It can be seen as a particle as well as a wave. I see. Gotcha.
The many worlds interpretation is one theory for explaining that weirdness.
So there's another world out there where this cat died.
Yeah, that's the idea. Looks like that cat tick of yours cleared up.
Yeah. Well, your story was pretty insane.
Insane?
You don't think so? Just the idea of something being alive and dead at the same time. And if the moment the lid is opened determines whether or not the cat's dead, then it's almost like events in the future can determine the past. I mean, the cat doesn't die when you open the lid, so it must have already been dead.
Exactly. You've experienced it, haven't you?
What on earth are you talking about?
Think back. Remember round 2 of the AB game? When you chose Betray, what was my vote?
Ally.
But what happened this time?
I chose Ally and you chose Betray.
Right. And both times, I put in my vote a full minute before the deadline. When did you push the button?
Right before the deadline.
I see. Well, that makes this a little easier to explain. If you chose Betray, then my vote was Ally. If you chose Ally, then my vote was Betray. But I made my choices a whole minute before you made yours. Don't you think that's strange? You do see what I'm saying, don't you?
That my choice in the future altered your action in the past?
Yeah. From your perspective, there's no other way to interpret it. Look at this die. I found it over there. Let me give you one last example.
As she spoke, she tossed the die into the box and quickly shut the lid.
All right. Answer this question. What number is the die on?
3. I have a feeling it's 3.
Okay. I'm going to open the lid. Good job. You got it right.
That was just a fluke.
Was it?
Huh?
Let's think about what was going on before I opened the lid. What number was the die on?
3, of course.
Haven't you been paying attention? The die is still a collection of atoms, isn't it? I don't think you can reasonably suggest that it was made of some different kind of matter.
Wait, so you're saying that before you opened the lid, the die was on all the numbers?
Uh-huh. That's one way to look at it, at least.
And then when you opened the lid, it was just one number.
Or it might have become that number when you declared which one it was.
Huh? Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Your choice in the future has an effect on the past.
That's crazy.
Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. We got a little off topic there, but I think I made my point. Reality separates off into an infinite number of branches for each and every possibility. You and I seem to be able to jump from branch to branch. Of course, our bodies aren't doing the jumping. Our consciousnesses just sort of dive into other versions of ourselves in other worlds.
Whoa. I think I get it now. That's how you knew my name, right? You jumped in from another world, and that's how you knew all those other things you shouldn't have known.
Yeah, that's the best I can figure out, at least. Unfortunately, it seems like we don't retain all our memories when we jump. Maybe we only remember particularly important things. I'm not sure how it works. But whatever the reason, it seems to be fairly limited. And often, we don't seem to remember jumping at all. Things will just sort of pop up.
And that's why when someone asks us how we know X, all we can think of to say is, I just knew.
Yeah.
What's causing this then? I don't remember ever doing this before, so why would it start now?
If we knew that, I don't think we'd be having so much trouble. It's just...
Just what?
Well, I'm pretty sure it has to do with why we're locked up in here. There's no way this doesn't have something to do with whatever Zero Senior's trying to do. Why would he have left that Schrodinger's cat book in the crew quarters?
You aren't kidding, are you? Maybe this is some sort of huge Schrodinger's cat experiment. And all 9 of us are locked up inside the box right now.
And what if you've got it backwards?
Backwards?
We're outside of the box, and the rest of the world is inside.
Then the moment we step out of this place...
Yeah. We might be determining the history of the world outside.
No way. I had 1,000 other questions, but before I could open my mouth to ask them...
Oh, good. There you are.
Did something happen?
Yes. We found it.
Found what?
What do you mean, what? What else could we find? The bomb! The other antimatter bomb. The number 2 bomb is in the control room.
Oh, geez. Is this it?
Yeah.
This is one of them, all right.
And it's number 2, apparently. Well, at least we found them all now.
No. There could be more. Like Kay said, there might be a number 4 bomb out there. We have no way to know.
Did you tell anyone else about this, Clover?
Well, not really. But, I wasn't the first person to find it.
Who was?
Kay and Luna. After they found it, they came to the infirmary and told the rest of us.
Who was in the infirmary?
Everyone. Tenmyoji and Dio were there. So were Alice and Quark, of course, although they were still asleep.
So everyone who wasn't asleep knows about the bomb. I see.
Yeah.
There's nobody else here, though. Where'd they all go?
Right after we came here to look at the bomb, they all left. They were going to go look for you two.
What about Alice and Quark?
They're the same. Still sleeping. We checked them out just to be sure, but they seemed fine.
That's good. Vi and I looked at one another. Vi and I looked at one another and let out a small sigh of relief.
Oh, right. I checked everybody's bracelets when we were in the infirmary. Did you want to know what they were?
It took her only a moment to explain. Alice was a green solo, and Quark was a blue solo. Dio's bracelet made him a yellow pair, and Tenmyoji was a cyan pair. So, what are our options for groups?
The next set of doors to open are going to be the white doors. That means we'll have to mix our colors so that we get white.
Vi laid out what that would mean. Option A. Tenmyoji, find Tenmyoji, pair up with me. Kay and Dio would pair up with Quark, Clover and Luna would pair up with Alice.
Huh? There's only one option?
Yeah. Any other combinations don't make white.
What about Alice and Quark? Luna said it's going to be a while until they wake up.
We'll just have to carry them. The secondary doors won't open without 3 bracelets, and if we can't open them...
Yeah, we'll get penalized.
Exactly.
Don't worry about Alice. I'm on her team.
Are you saying you can carry her?
Yeah. Well, I can get Luna to help me.
True. I'm sure she'd be happy to help.
What about Quark?
He's on Kay's team. There shouldn't be any issues there.
Well, we still need to figure out what we're going to do about this bomb. Alice said we should be safe as long as it's not triggered with the remote.
Maybe, but we can't just leave them here forever. I mean, if they go off, then everything in like a couple 100 kilometers is gonna get fried.
Wait, a couple 100 kilometers? What are you talking about? A bomb should only have about as much explosive power as a ton of TNT, which is nothing to sniff at, but that's nowhere near the kind of yield you're talking about.
It could be. What if these bombs are just like the detonator?
Oh, you mean there might be a bunch of more anti-hydrogen around here somewhere? Yep. Right over there. Right over there.
The reactor.
Yeah. There is supposed to only be 18 antimatter reactors in the whole world. If that's one of them, then there's a lot of anti-hydrogen.
How much is a lot?
3.5 kilograms.
The 3.5? That's like 10,000 times more than Alice's 350 milligrams.
If there really is that much, and if it does explode,
Then we would be looking at an explosion roughly 10,000 times more powerful than the bomb dropped on Hiroshima.
No. That's insane.
Wait, Clover, how did you know that?
know what?
That stuff about antimatter reactors.
Well, that's, during my training,
Training for what?
my job?
Ah, of course. I didn't realize waiters these days needed to memorize how many operational antimatter reactors there were worldwide. Or how much fuel each one of those reactors might be storing. You don't work at a cafe, do you?
Did you hear about that from Alice?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, she's right then.
And why are you using antimatter reactors at a cafe?
That's, what we call the coffee machines.
What? Are you fucking with me?
I'm telling you the truth. I work at a cafe. It just might, be a kind of fake job to divert attention. I think they call it a cover.
What?
Then what's your real job?
I'm sorry. I really can't tell you anything else.
Why not?
It's classified.
Classified by who?
The government?
The government?
That's right. Alice said it was her job to eliminate enemies of the state or something. So you do work together.
Oh no! Check your bracelets. How much time do we have left?
What are you talking
How
about?
long until the doors open? Come on, quickly!
Damn. We were supposed to have met up 5 minutes ago.
I'm heading back then. Remember, we're supposed to meet at the infirmary. You guys hurry back, okay? Bye!
Hey! You haven't... Ah, damn it. And she's gone. Fine. She's right, you know? We need to get going.
Hold on. I need to check something really quick.
What?
Oh, there you are. You're late. What were you doing?
Nothing.
When we arrived, everyone else was already back. Why do these bracelet distractions always conveniently work? I know, right? Quark and Alice hadn't left, of course. They were both sleeping soundly, and any traces of the madness we'd seen earlier are long gone.
Clover told us. You've seen the bomb in the control room.
Yeah, with our own eyes.
So what the hell should we do? That makes 3 bombs.
Well, we have to do something. They're bombs, for God's sake.
There's a quick and simple solution.
Really?
Remember what Alice said?
There should be an emergency deactivation password. If you enter that password, the device should, well, deactivate. You see it? Right here. There's a port. If we can find the password input device, we just connect it here. Then we can enter the password.
So, if we have the password, we can deactivate them?
Whoa, hold on a second. That's great and all, but we need that password input device she was talking about. Without that, we're still boned even if we did have the password.
Not a problem. We've resolved that issue.
Huh?
Show them.
I nodded and pulled it out of my pocket.
That was in the safe in the control room.
Exactly. We didn't have any idea what it was at first, but Phi figured it out. After Clover left, we tested it.
Turned out I was right. It fit perfectly.
Couldn't get it to do anything, though. We plugged in a couple of random characters, but all we got was an error.
Still, I'm sure this is the thing Alice was talking about. We just didn't have the right password.
But why was it in the control room?
Do you think Zero Senior put it here for us?
That would suggest it was also Zero Senior who set up the bombs.
Doesn't that seem odd, though? Zero Senior wants us to play the nonary game, right? So why would he set bombs?
Maybe he wants to blow this whole place up if someone commits some crazy violation of the rules?
That doesn't make sense. Our bracelets already have poison in them. If someone breaks a rule, all he has to do is activate their bracelet.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, whatever the case is, there's one thing we can be sure of. The person who set these bombs is one of us. Whether or not that person is also Zero Senior isn't particularly relevant at the moment. But what is relevant is that they know the deactivation password. If we can figure out who that person is and question them.
We can get the password and turn the bombs off.
Exactly. That would be my quick and easy method. So fess up. Which one of you set the bombs? Not that I expect you to do that. So, we're going to be checking everyone.
Checking us?
Yes. Once they're set, the bombs are controlled by a remote. It stands to reason that whoever set them has that remote.
So you're gonna search us for it?
Yes. But no buts. If you refuse, that implicates you. Do what I say and you'll be fine, assuming you are actually innocent. Understand? No reason to wait. Let's get started. Anyone want to volunteer to go first? All right. Let's see.
Wait.
Huh?
You only need to search one person.
What? Why?
Because I figured out who did it. I know who did it. The words were out of my mouth before I'd even realized I was saying them.
How can you... There's no way.
Yeah. I met Phi's gaze and nodded, then turned away. I know who set the bombs. That person... You did it! And then we're back here. The room was suddenly silent. And that's where it ends for us. And it says to be continued. We'll overwrite the save file. We still didn't get any of the 9 endings, so that's cool. Yeah, we're back here, and we once again don't know how to continue, so guess we'll have to work a little bit harder to get to any other endings. So, that's about it for now. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Also, really quick, if you haven't given my channel a follow yet, please consider doing so. It would really help me out. You can also follow me on Twitter, YouTube, and you can join my Discord. And as you can see, you can also join my Instagram. It's on screen. Anyways, see you guys next time. Bye-bye.